Hey guys, 7 WWE Rocks here. Thank you so much for joining me on episode 36 of Saturday Night's Kickout. Now, throat's been hurting real bad. Allergies are acting up. So if I try to keep this episode short, I'm hoping for. And if I stop, take a drink every once in a while, that's why. My throat's really been killing me, but I'm going to try to talk as loud as possible and not too fast because really trying to keep this short. But hopefully you still enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Also, if you have any tips, any advice, try to be positive. But negative advice is also, I will take that. Just things that I can make the show better. Maybe there's certain things you think maybe I could cut or add on to make this show more exciting, get you guys interactive and such. Maybe you have I could do reviews or something. Just something that would keep the show shorter, but more fun and make you guys really want to watch the show now. So yeah, I'll accept anything. I've had 2 new segments be added by subscribers, which is awesome. The flashback segment I won't be doing this week because I don't want to run out of too many flashback segments. So LGiant37303, please go check out his channel. Thank you so much for that suggestion. I'm going to try to do it, once in every few weeks, and because I just don't want to run out of ideas for that segment. But it's a great segment, and I really enjoyed doing it. So if you have any advice or anything like that, just to better the show, maybe make it more exciting, please let me know. If you want me to get a guest during it, I will. If you want me to, maybe a guest, I don't know. I don't know if anybody likes just me, or maybe they'd like it better if I was with somebody else. So let me know, and I'll try to work that out as best as I can. But let's get right into the show. Talking about Raw, basically, or I just went to bed. I was so tired, and but I did watch some of it on YouTube, and I don't know, it wasn't that entertaining, but the first hour was really good, and then it kind of slowed down from here. But we'll get into the first segment. Cena did his open challenge for the United States Championship in front of the London crowd, who's a really ruckus bunch. And Bad News Barrett accepted the challenge. Really good match. I actually really enjoyed it. It was awesome to see Bad News Barrett kick out of the Attitude Adjustment. And I think Cena kicked out of one Bull's Hammer, and then the second one, he kicked out of one, and then Cena got the second AA, which would get the win, I believe. After the match, Lana came out to talk, but Rusev was nowhere to be seen. And then Rusev came up from behind on Cena, attacked him with a chain, which apparently is a Russian. So at Extreme Rules, they'll be versing each other in a Russian chain match for the United States Championship. I don't know what makes a chain Russian. Maybe its parents were Russian, and then they just popped out another chain, and that was Russian. I don't know. I really don't know how they came up with that. But a chain match, basically, I think Cena said it on SmackDown. I didn't watch it. Said that they're going to be tied to each other with the chains, and you have to touch all 4 corners to get the win. So that match is cool to see. It's different, so that's, I think always a good thing. But I don't know. Just touching 4 corners, it seems kind of stupid. But that's just me. So so they got each other at Extreme Rules. Next, we have Big Show and Reigns had a little scuffle. WWE, I do not know why you keep trying to push Big Show versus Reigns. Reigns has beaten Big Show multiple occasions, I believe. I know he beat him a few weeks ago. And they still keep trying to push for it. I don't see how beating Big Show, it makes you any great. Take out his knees, and the guy's done. So the taxi cab was there because it's in London. They always have to put that taxi cab in the phone booth on the stage to make it London authentic. And Big Show chokeslammed him on top of the taxi, which was really cool. A really cool spot. I was pretty surprised they actually got on top of it and he chokeslammed him onto it. It looked brutal. London crowd, they chanted, "Thank you, Big Show." So Big Show probably once in his life is like, wow, they like me. They really like me. But no, Big Show, we hate you. Please retire. No, it's just me. But, they're going to verse each other in a last man standing match. I don't really care. Maybe that makes it somewhat better, but I don't know. I really just don't care for Big Show at all at this point. Moving on. Orton was going to verse Cesaro. Basically, it was going to be Orton versus Cesaro and Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. And the winners of them, if Orton won, he got to pick a stipulation. If Rollins won, he got to pick a stipulation, which kind of makes you think, what if both of them won and one was like, I want a steel cage match, and the other one was like, I want a ladder match? Okay, so first ever ladder match steel cage thing. That'd be pretty cool. But basically, dang it, I forgot to tweet out that I was filming the show. I hope I get some viewers. so I can feel good about myself. Just kidding. Just kidding. But get back on subject. Yeah, it was Orton versus Cesaro, and then he won by disqualification. Kane came out and was like, nah, not today, suckers. Did a spinneroni and said restart the match, but now it's going to be Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus Randy Orton. One viewer. Thank you so much for watching, bro. So then it was Orton versus the Tag Team Champions, a 2-on-1 handicap match, and he got the win. He RKO'd Tyson Kidd out of nowhere, even though everyone saw it coming, but it was still cool. So Orton went over both of the Tag Team Champions by himself, so that's pretty cool. And that makes him look really good for Extreme Rules. Next, Kane versus Rollins. Basically, it was supposed to be Dolph Ziggler, and then Seth Rollins was like, no, I don't want that. That's stupid. I kind of got to win, bro. Kane, let's calm down. And he said, you know what, maybe I should verse Jamie Noble. And Jamie Noble was like, what? Just Jamie Noble because he's out of his mind. He's crazy. But it got me thinking. I really want to see Jamie Noble versus Seth Rollins in a WWE ring. Maybe they're hinting at it. I don't know, but that'd be really cool, I think. Maybe even Seth Rollins versus Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury. That'd be kind of cool to see, to be honest. But I'd really like to see Jamie Noble versus Seth Rollins because of the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship whole history. I think that'd be really cool. But basically, Seth Rollins said, no, it's not going to be Jamie. It's not going to be Joey. I want it to be Kane. Kane, you're going to lay down the ring, and I'm going to beat you. So they're going to do the finger poke of doom. Seth Rollins going to get the win. But that was not the case because basically he went to kneel down, or he took off his jacket, took off his suit, Kane, and Seth Rollins was like, well, calm down. We don't need to do this. You're just laying down, bro. You don't have to take off your suit. And Kane went on a rampage. He beat up J&J Security, beat up Seth Rollins. I think he chokeslammed him at one point, and then he laid down and put Rollins' arm on him. So he beat down the J&J and Seth, but he let Seth get the win when it was all said and done. So thinking one day it's going to be Kane versus Seth Rollins, I really don't care for because Kane's kind of boring. Maybe if he returned with the mask or something, I guess. But at this point, they've already done that. They've already made him return with the mask, and it wasn't that big of a deal. At first it was, but then it slowly died down. Maybe I could see that Kane versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. Dude, 2 viewers. We were rocking and rolling. Tell your friends. I think my record is 5 viewers. I know that's not impressive at all, but I think the most I've gotten during a live show is 5 viewers. So tell your friends. Subscribe. I'm at 265. Getting at 300 would be really cool. Big milestone. I'm always trying to get the channel out there. And, subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. I don't care. Or like, comment, all that good stuff. And just tell your friends, and we'll talk wrestling together. And yeah, I want to hear your thoughts, guys. I want this to be really interactive. Tell me your thoughts. We can talk and stuff. But enough babbling on. Let's get on with the show. Next, it was Neville versus Ziggler. This is the match I was staying up for, and then I was just too tired. I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed because Raw was in London, so there was already spoilers out, and I heard this match happen, so I really wanted to see it. But I was just too tired, and I was like, Raw's not even that great. So I did watch something on YouTube, and it's freaking awesome. Neville is doing incredible things on Raw, on the main roster now. I'm really liking it. Yes, he's not getting wins, and a lot of people are saying, oh, he's buried. But he's faced the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He faced Ziggler in a great match. Neville, I think, is going to be just fine, hopefully, if they really run with him. And maybe even an Intercontinental Championship run, United States Champion run, or maybe he just goes straight to the World title. I don't know. But basically, he did a beautiful moonsault to the outside of the ring. It looked so great. And then he walked the barricade all around, just walking on it, and then hit a 450 splash off the barricade, which was freaking amazing. That is incredible he can do that. And Ziggler did end up getting the win, unfortunately, but Neville is freaking amazing. He's doing so great, I think. And Sheamus came out, attacked Ziggler. I think he attacked him on SmackDown or beat him down or something. But it's going to be Sheamus versus Ziggler at Extreme Rules in a Kiss Me Arse match. I'm not joking. That's serious. A Kiss Me Arse match. I don't know what that means. Maybe they explained it on SmackDown. I don't know. But it makes me think you pin the guy, you make him kiss your arse? I don't know. But basically, the Vince McMahon Kiss My Arse Club is coming back. Yes. So, I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be a good match. Sheamus and Ziggler, I'm sure, can put on a great match. But the whole Kiss Me Arse stipulation, I don't really get the point of that. Orton versus Rollins, they got to pick their stipulations in the main event. Seth Rollins was in that recliner, just like on Friends with Joey and Chandler. No, I don't watch that show. I do. It was an awesome show. Friends was amazing. Anyway, Seth Rollins was in his recliner with J&J Security, and Orton came out, and he picked a steel cage match for their stipulation, and Seth Rollins picked the RKO is banned. So Randy Orton's not going to be able to hit the RKO, but he's got the punt, so I think he still wins. No, Seth Rollins is going to win, I'm sure. I mean, I don't see – I always try to say, like, oh, I highly doubt this guy would win, but then remember Brock Lesnar beat Undertaker's streak. I've thrown that out the window, so anything could happen. But Seth Rollins, I'm sure, is walking out still as champion. But, yeah, I mean, I don't get how if they both win, what if one was like, I want a tables match, but then the other one was like, I want a ladder match? I mean, would they just throw them all together? I don't know. But, yeah, moving on. So, steel cage match, RKO's banned. I'm sure that'll be interesting to see. I bet Orton will do the pounce not the pounce, you know what I mean, the pounding on the mat, and then he's like, oh, bro, I can't do that. And then he just sits there, and then Rollins capitalizes on it. But should be cool to see. And moving on to NXT, just real quick, main event was Sami Zayn in his first match back since losing the NXT Championship to Kevin Owens, was versing Rhino. Now, I never, ever thought in my wildest dreams that Sami Zayn would one day face Rhino. I'm loving what NXT's doing. That's freaking awesome. It was a good match. I mean, if you missed it, I wouldn't really say go out of your way to see it. It wasn't like the craziest thing ever, but it was really exciting. Sami Zayn did get the win, but I love that they're bringing in guys to put over people. Brian Kendrick, I wish he would do more. I think he only did the Finn Balor match. I could be wrong. But he versed Finn Balor, and that was awesome. And then Rhino's been versing just squashing guys, and then he versed Sami Zayn, which is really cool. But I think Rhino's staying for a little longer. It makes him sound like he could possible fuse with Owens, Balor, I'm sure Solomon Crow, Sami Zayn already. But I'm really liking the idea that they're bringing in veterans. It's really cool, and I would love to see more veterans. Excuse me, my throat's hurting really bad. Sorry. Moving on to TNA, I was really excited about it because it was a tag team tournament, and if you don't know me, I made a video about it yesterday, but I love tag team wrestling. Freaking awesome. But I think they really, really dropped the ball on this one. I thought, not really dropped the ball, but the matches weren't that great. It was just like a normal tag team matches, and it was all tag team matches. It was all building up into the finals. Whoever won their matches would later on in the night for the main event be an Ultimate X match. And I just thought it was normal. Yeah, I know they're doing double duty, and then they have to do a high-risk match, Ultimate X. But, yeah, it was just kind of just filler. It was just wasting time, I think. And I'm just going to go right into it. Just say who won and stuff. Maybe talk a little about the spots, but Hardy's versus the Revolution. Revolution was Koya and James Storm. The end was James Storm went to super kick Jeff Hardy, I think, or Matt, I don't know. And he accidentally kicked Koya in the face, and then the Hardys capitalized with Twist of Fate, Swanton, got the 1, 2, 3. And James Storm was really pissed off with Koya, even though James Storm messed up. The Revolution, I don't know what they're doing with them. They keep losing, and they were really, I thought, like my predictions in January was that the Revolution would become a main event faction, but I see them disbanding really soon, to be honest. Next, we had Anderson and Spud versus Kenny King and Loki, who were representing the Beatdown Clan. Basically, Spud got the underdog, like sliced bread bulldog type deal, and the ref was turned because he was dealing with Anderson. Loki climbed up, did the Warriors way, I think that's what it's called, the double foot stomp right on Spud, almost killing him in the process. And the Beatdown Clan capitalized on that and got the win. So let me take a drink real quick. I wish Powerade sponsored me. Anyway, Beatdown Clan got the win. Cool. I don't know. Kenny King and Loki's a cool team, but we'll see what happens. Next, we had the unlikely team of EC3 and Bram versus Tigre Uno and Jay Reeves. I don't even know who Jay Reeves is. I should have looked him up before the show started, but it was a random guy in a mask. I don't know why they keep Tigre Uno. Not because he's not talented, because obviously he's talented. He's a great wrestler, but they do nothing with him, and then they just randomly put him with a random partner that hasn't been on TNA ever, I don't think. So I thought that was just weird. I really wish they would have. I know this was probably since Eddie got hurt, that this was probably last minute, but I really wish they would have brought in like 1 or 2 independent tag teams just to let them, have some time on TV. Because one of my friends told me that that wouldn't work because the TNA guys that are on the roster full time, they deserve TV time, and I get that. But Jay Rios and Tigre Uno could have gone without fighting in this tournament. I could have seen a few guys, or I'm trying to think of others, maybe Spud and Anderson, but they deserve TV time. I don't know. I just wish they would have brought in a new tag team. But EC3 and Bram got the win. That was the whole thing. Dirty Heels, Bobby Roode and Austin Aries versus the Bromance. The Bromance, I kind of miss this match, but all I know is the Bromance are not on the same page anymore, which is awful. I love the Bromance. Come on. But Robbie and Jesse, they're not on the same page. They're like fighting with each other. I don't know, but the Dirty Heels got the win. I mean, obviously. Moving on, EY challenged Angle to a match. And Angle said, you know what, or for the title, because EY deserves it, or he thinks he does. And Angle said, I want the EY that's not going to stab me in the back. It's not going to hit me with a chair, blindside me. I want the EY that defended the World Championship proudly. And later on the night, the Beatdown Clan said Homicide take out Angle. And so Homicide and Angle are fighting in the arena, which is really cool. I would really like to see Homicide versus Angle. They were fighting. The Beatdown Clan came out, saved Homicide, beat down Angle, and EY came out and told them to hold off. He wants him. So he got a chair, and it looked like he was about to hit Angle, and then he dropped it and left the ring. So it looks like they're going to be getting the EY that deserves the title shot, that isn't going to blindside some of your screw Angle. He wants the EY that defended the championship proudly, and that's what he's going to get. Dude, we're at 3 viewers. We're rocking and rolling. Also, I'd like to point out Josh Matthews did this Impact Edition commentary solo because at the beginning of the night he said Taz had something else to do or something, but I'm sure the next week they're going to announce it. Taz did leave TNA. It was something to do with his pay wasn't received on time, and he was fed up with it, and he just left. He didn't fly out to the tapings to do the commentary with Matthews, but Matthews did a excellent job on commentary by himself. I've never not liked Matthews. I think Matthews is a great commentator. He did a lot better than Byron Saxton did, I can tell you that. But that's a hard job. Doing it solo, that's a really hard job. And I'm not going to make fun of Byron Saxton because that really is hard to do, commentate by yourself. But Josh Matthews did a great job. And, I enjoyed it. I would be fine with him doing commentary by himself. I mean, Excalibur does it for PWG, and I never really care. I think he does a great job. But they're going to get somebody else in. I think Al Snow is being thought about. And then somebody even said put in just wrestlers each week, and maybe you get a guy that really shines on commentary, and you think, wow, he can do commentary. Maybe we'll put him on commentary, and they'll find a new like announcer, new really good announcer. So that'd be a good idea. But Josh Matthews is doing fine by himself, and he did a great job. I mean, he did really good. Next week for TNA, I think this is a really – sorry, my head hurts so bad when I look at the screen for too long. But next week is a big deal for TNA. It is Total Knockouts, I believe it's what's called, TKO. This is kind of like crazy. This is like first ever done, I would think. It's going to be a TNA episode, a full 2 hours, only knockout matches, only dedicated to the knockouts, which I think is a really, really interesting idea. I'm not going to say great because – I don't really know how it's going to go until I really see it. But I'm not saying it can't be done because, the people at Shimmer, they do it. And, all those independent wrestling shows, they do full-time girls shows or full-time women's wrestlers. And it's really good. So it's really interesting idea. But if they got this, they have this opportunity, freaking run with it now because they got a show where the guys aren't getting in their way. The male wrestlers are not in their way at all. I say, take the ball and freaking run with it because this is a big deal for them. Now, the Dollhouse is debuting next week. New TNA Knockouts are debuting next week. Awesome Kong versus Taryn Terrell for the title is going to be the main event. So, that's crazy. I mean, a full dedicated women's wrestling show, that's going to be exciting. Now, because the whole Give Divas a Chance was just kind of blown away because Vince McMahon said, we hear you, #Give Divas a Chance, keep watching. nothing came out of it. So the TNA Knockouts, they're saying they don't need a chance because they already have this great opportunity, and they don't have to beg for a chance because they're that great. So I bet it's going to be a good show, but I really think none of these matches should be just filler matches. They all need to mean something, and they all need to do a really good job. It can't just be a regular, girls match. Let's do it. Let's freaking send them out and do their best matches on the card. Each match getting better and better, sealing the show. So I wish them the best. I really hope they do well, and it's going to be really interesting to see, I think. Main event, Ultimate X for the tag team titles. It was the Hardys, Beatdown Clan representative guys, Dirty Heels, and EC3 and Bram. So it was a 4 teams X Division title match, or X Division tag team titles, and they brought a ladder in. Now, I really hate the fact when they bring ladders in because why not just make it a ladder match? I think the whole thing about X Division, why it's so great, is because they're able to climb up on these cables without using a ladder. It shows how great of athletes they are if they can just get a ladder and climb up. I mean, freaking Tyrus could have been in the match. But I really hate when they bring the ladders. Let me know if you hate it as well or if you don't like it. I know a lot of people got pissed at that one time. I think it was Bound for Glory 2013, I think, when Hardy brought in a ladder in Ultimate X, and everybody hated that. Everybody thought that was such a stupid idea. And they brought a ladder in, and I really hate when they do that, but because I think Ultimate X is the best match, and it's its own thing. It's not just a ladder match. It's freaking insane what they do with the cables and all that stuff. But that's just me. Let me know what you think. But 30, I think. Let me think. The Hardy. I don't really remember that many spots. It wasn't the best Ultimate X match in the world. I really shouldn't say that because, they're risking their lives and doing crazy stuff, but it wasn't that exciting. The ending, it really picked up, but that was the last 2 minutes maybe. I don't know. Maybe that was just me. Maybe I was tired or something, but basically the Hardys climbed up the ladder. Matt Hardy hit a twist of fate off the ladder, and the Hardys both climbed together and got the tag team titles. So for the first time in the history of TNA, which is pretty mind-blowing, the Hardys are the tag team champions. So that's really cool for them. I'm not, disappointed at all. That's really good. To fill in for the Wolves, give it to the Hardys. I fully think that's a good idea. So congratulations to the Hardys. Great match, or not great match, but great ending to a show. So the top 5. This was a segment asked by WWE TNA 1152, or was suggested by him, and it's just the top 5 guys that I think. List them in order. Number 5, I'm gonna give it to Cena because he defended the United States Championship once again. I think he's been on every top 5 since I did this. But number 4, Neville. He's holding his own on the main roster. Yes, he is losing, but he's showing that he's a force to be reckoned with. He versed the WWE World Heavyweight Champion his freaking second week into being on the main roster. That's awesome. 3, I went with Zayn because he got the win on against Rhino in his first match back. That's not an easy feat at all. Number 2, I went with Drago from Lucha Underground because Drago beat how do you say it? Aerostar, I think. In a best of 5, it was the final match for a unique opportunity. And Dario Cuarto said whoever wins gets a unique opportunity. And it was a unique one at that because Drago got the win, and he said, I'm going to give you a world title shot. So it was like, oh, that's pretty cool, Yeah, why not just make it a #1 contenders match? And there was a catch. Dario Cuarto said there was a big catch. If Drago loses to Prince Puma for the world title, he is banned from Lucha Underground forever. So that's kind of disappointing because I really like Drago as a character. I think he's done really good, but I don't know. I just don't see him winning the title. I don't see him beating Puma. I see Puma losing to a big heel probably. I think it's going to be a big accomplishment when Puma drops the title. So yeah, it sucks to see Drago probably go, but he got a big win last week on Lucha Underground. And number 1, I gave it to the Hardys. Kind of a cop-out answer because there's 2 of them, but they won the tag team championship, so hats off to them. Match of the week, I gave it to Johnny Mundo, Prince Puma, and Hernandez versus Tejano Jr., Cage, and King Cuerno in an awesome 6-man tag match. Lucha Underground is doing their trios tag team tournament. Dude, I got 4 viewers. I'm freaking rolling. I'm rolling like Undertaker's American Badass theme. Trios title tournament. It's awesome right now. Every match is so exciting. The finals is next week. It's going to be 3v3v3. So I can't wait for it. And whoever wins gets the freaking championship, the tag team championships for 3 guys. That's awesome. Oh, I went down to 1 viewer. That makes me sad. Maybe that's messed up. I don't see how I went to 4 viewers and all of a sudden to 1. Anyway, kick-out segment. Lucha Underground is freaking killing it. Next week, TNA's got all knockout shows. So if you like the knockouts, that's a show to really watch. And it's a really good opportunity for them. I mean, that's something that hasn't been done, I don't think, ever. You know, the WWE doesn't do a full show just for the divas. I'm not talking about total divas. You know what I mean. But all knockout show. That's freaking awesome. And Raw, I don't know, Extreme Rules coming up, so it's a pay-per-view. That should be good. I feel like the pay-per-view after WrestleMania is always rematches. But it's still exciting stuff. And trying to think of what Ring of Honor's doing. PWG's got DDT 4 coming up. That's awesome. Ring of Honor, what are they doing? The Briscoes signed back with Ring of Honor. I already made that video, but I don't know. I got nothing. Kick-out segment. Wrestling's awesome. That's what my kick-out segment is. No, but thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all good stuff. Follow me on Twitter @7WRocks. I really do appreciate you guys watching. To the viewers that stayed along for most of the show, or if not all of it, I do appreciate it. And trying to think of something. I think I'm trying to remember. I feel like once I click out of this video, I'm going to forget something. I can't remember. My throat hurts. I'm sorry. But I got a Bullet Club shirt on. Woo! Oh, yeah. I might give a hint. Hold on. I'm still on next week, the prices for the wrestler that I keep talking about, but I won't give away that I'm meeting. Next week, it's going to be announced, the prices for him. So fingers crossed it is not going to break the bank for me. So hopefully, come on, you know, fingers crossed on next week that when they announce it, it's not too much. And then I'll probably give away, once it's set in stone, finalized, ready to go, that I'm the guy that I'm meeting. So I can't wait. And thank you so much for watching this episode. I hopefully 4 viewers enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to say thank you about 8 more times probably. No. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you guys.